For the first 34 years of my life as a Christian, I lived in a state of almost continual anxiety and frustration. For the first 20 years of my marriage, my husband didn't know what to expect when he walked in the door from work each evening. And for the first 9 years of my twin girls' lives, far too often I left them feeling like they could never quite measure up. What was at the root of my fearful reactions to life? Terrible misconceptions that I had about God. I saw God as someone who was standing over me with a stern look on his face, just waiting and watching to catch me making a mistake. I thought God only loved me when I was being good. I lived in fear that he was going to punish me each time I sinned. Living with these misconceptions about God translated into me living this same way with others. Always fearful, always second-guessing myself. Always mad at myself for not being able to measure up. Maybe you can also relate to living in anxiety and frustration far too often. In my book, I Tried Until I Almost Died, I share my personal story of how, although it appeared on the outside like I was holding it all together, on the inside I was actually falling apart from stress. I vividly paint the picture of what my life was like all those years trying to get it all right, and how I finally gave up and told God I just couldn't do it anymore. 1 week later, something miraculous happened during my morning devotional time. From that day on, I began to experience a peace like nothing I had ever known before. In my book, I share with you how God's amazing grace revolutionized my life, and I show you how it can also revolutionize yours. I'm 100% convinced that, like me, you can also trade your anxiety and frustration for rest and relaxation.